because I have proved to everybody in the world that I am the best on this microphone, in that ring, even in commentary. Nobody can touch me.
Hey there, wrestling fans, it is CNJU here with your New Japan Pro Wrestling 28th G1 Climax update for Night 5 for both A and B block. Starting off with the A block. The first match of the night was Michael Elgin versus Minoru Suzuki. This is a very good match, maybe not given quite as much time as I would like to see wrestlers of this caliber given completely. I think it was like only 15 minutes, around there. I could have seen them use an extra 5 minutes, but still a very good match. The power, Michael Elgin versus the skill and cunning of Minoru Suzuki. Of course, the big story being Suzuki working on the arm and how that played all through the match, leading to Minoru Suzuki ultimately winning with kind of a sort of snap gotch pile driver. So Minoru Suzuki wins. The next match would be Evil versus Hangman Page. This is a great match, contrasting styles. Evil has a sort of, not quite power, but has the power game in that sense and likes to brawl on the outside. Hangman Page also likes to brawl, but has more of a catch-can style. And so the conflicting styles, the way they're similar and also different at the same time, playing off each other. A lot of working on the outside, but not brawling on the outside. Very intelligent stuff on the outside. Very good match. Evil wins with everything is evil. Our next match after that would be Jay White versus Bad Luck Fale. This is really a match of two massive rule breakers trying to out rule break each other. Of course, Bad Luck Fale having Tangaloa and ultimately eventually Tamatanga on his side. A lot of brawling on the outside. Match starting with Jay White attacking Tangaloa to get him out of the way, or try to get him out of the way. Not that it worked, but really, and that was sort of the story of the match. Is they're both rule breakers, but Bad Luck Fale had the numbers game, and Jay White didn't because of how he's rubbed a lot of people in Chaos the wrong way, and so there's no one there to help him as other wrestlers have had, and ultimately leading to his defeat with the Bad Luck Fall. So Bad Luck Fale finally gets a point, and finally a match that doesn't end in disqualification. The next match would be Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Togi Makabe. This was really probably the best match of Night 5 for the A block. Really great match, sort of classic New Japan strong style match. Sort of the power and ruggedness of Togi Makabe, that sort of bruiser broody type of style versus the sort of skill and finesse of Hiroshi Tanahashi. Very good contrast, very good match. I think given the perfect amount of time. And of course, Hiroshi Tanahashi ultimately wins with High Fly Flow. The final match tonight being Kazuchika Okada versus Yoshi-Hashi. This is a very good match. Yoshi-Hashi has had off and on good matches throughout the tournament so far. He put a lot of heart in his matches, but he's also been filled with a lot of botches. But the last two matches, absolutely outstanding. Outstanding match with Michael Elgin the last time A Block met, and here with Kazuchika Okada. Absolutely outstanding match. Great story told between the two of Kazuchika Okada trying to bring the most out of Yoshi-Hashi. Yoshi-Hashi wanting the absolute best out of Kazuchika Okada so that they could both prove to each other who's the best, and between two Chaos stable members. And so great storytelling there. And a really good match. There were a couple times where I thought Yoshi-Hashi was going to pull it out, but ultimately Kazuchika Okada with Rainmaker wins the day. So your standings in A block as they stand now. Yoshi-Hashi and Hangman Page stand at 2 points. Bad Luck Fale, Michael Elgin, and Togi Makabe stand at 4 points. Jay White, Minoru Suzuki, and Kazuchika Okada stand at 6 points, and Hiroshi Tanahashi and Evil stand at 8 points. Moving on over to the B block, the first match was Zack Sabre Jr. Mr. Come Over Here. Excuse me, come on over here. Excuse me, let me get it right. Versus Tama Tonga. And you knew this match was going to be good just from the introduction. Both Taka's introduction of Zack Sabre Jr. and then Tangaloa's introduction of Tama Tonga, which is continuing, of course, that online blood feud between Tama Tonga and Roman Reigns, which is absolutely fantastic. I loved it. And then the match was great. The skill and technique and submission ability of Zack Sabre Jr. versus the sort of defensive wrestling style of Tama Tonga. The only thing I don't like is that it ended in disqualification. I would have loved to see them go at it with maybe no disqualifications and a victor at the end. But, again, that continues the storyline of, the firing squad sort of trying to protect themselves, rather taking a disqualification loss than an actual loss, or pin or submission loss. So, I really love that match. Didn't quite like the ending, but then again, that's because I want to see a finale. So hopefully we'll see that match in the future. But Zack Sabre Jr. wins by disqualification. The next match being Juice Robinson versus Toriano. Again, very fun match. Again, the comedy styles of Juice Robinson along with the comedy styles of Toriano. They work very well off each other. This is our thing. There have been many wrestling matches and like that, but it was kind of ruined who the victor was going to be when, with the English commentary mentioning that, Juice Robinson said that if he doesn't win a single match in the G1, he'll quit wrestling. He's like, well, he's going to win this one. We've given away the ending. But, even with that, still, it was a very fun and entertaining match. Given about the right amount of time. Not too long for its comedy sound, but still very fun to watch. Our next match was the match of the night of both blocks, as far as night 5. Tomohiro Ishii versus Kota Ibushi. These are two manly men doing manly things, beating the manly hell out of each other. If you want a match that is the quintessential example of Japanese strong style, this match is it. It's absolutely amazing. Kota Ibushi and Tomohiro Ishii just laid each other with kicks and strikes and slaps and palm strikes, strikes to the throat, and all the while throwing in suplexes and slams, moonsaults off the top rope. Absolutely wonderful. Great back and forth contest between Kota Ibushi and Tomohiro Ishii. Ultimately, Kota Ibushi winning with the Kamigori after just a bruising barn burner of a match that you felt just watching it. It's like really one of the defining matches of the tournament so far. And that brings us to the final two matches of B Block, which unfortunately, never clicked for me because, again, after such a great match like that, they never sort of quite got the same energy as those matches. But they were still very good. First was Tetsuya Naito versus Hirooki Goto. This, I guess, a good match. They have good chemistry. I think, like I've said about Tanahashi, I think Naito, especially in the G1 tournament as it is, with the quality and what's on the line in the matches, isn't capable of having a bad match. But again, at the same time, it just didn't reach the energy of the last match, but still a very good match. Naito wins with Destino. That is then followed by Kenny Omega versus Sonata. Again, very good match. Some good storytelling with Sonata really, in a way, being the good guy. In this case, being that it was in his hometown. And him and Kenny Omega had very good chemistry. But, like I said, never quite got the same energy as Kota Ibushi and Tomohiro Ishii. And so it felt, again, when you have a match of that caliber, if you don't match that energy, it can sometimes feel like it's not clicking, even though it's a really good match. And like I said, both are still really good matches. They're just not at the same level as Kota Ibushi and Tomohiro Ishii. And yeah, absolutely outstanding match between Kenny Omega, Sonata. Kenny Omega wins with sort of surprise countered into a Cold Skull into a One-Winged Angel. So your standings in B block are as follows: Tori Yano, Juice Robinson, and Tamatanga stand at 2 points. Tomohiro Ishii and Hiroko Goto stand at 4 points. Excuse me. Zack Sabre Jr., Kota Ibushi, and Sonata stand at 6 points. Tetsuya Naito stands at 8 points, and Kenny Omega stands alone atop the B block at 10 points. That is it for this G1 update. I know I'm behind a bit, I'm sorry about that. I will be trying my best to catch up as soon as possible. Life happens. But catch me hopefully maybe tomorrow or maybe later today with the 6th update for the G1 Climax. So until next time, I am your most glorious Jew.